All right, so we are back for training, and this week I'm going to introduce you guys to Photofy. It is a phenomenal app. It has a lot of capabilities, and I want to walk you through some of the basics and really just get you comfortable with logging in and using it. And then we're going to talk about some creative elements you can use it for in order to either brand yourself, to create a message, share a story, or advertise something that you're doing in real estate, maybe an open house or a closing. So this is going to be a great topics that will hopefully give you some food for thought and allow you to get your creative juices flowing. Because at the end of the day, the tool is only as good as the person who knows how to use it, right? So what I want to do is get you guys familiar with it. And to start, if you haven't downloaded it, what I'm going to ask you to do is go to this website. It is shop.remax.net/products and /Photofy. From there, if you scroll down, you will find the information to get your ID and to be able to download the app. So I really want to have you guys work on getting that real quick if you haven't already. Everybody have it now? Are you in a place where you can start to use it? Okay. If not, I'm going to let you guys keep working on it. I'm going to switch back and forth. And again, I wish I had the ability to copy my phone to the computer screen, but I will do that the next time. What I did want to do for today is just make sure that I give you guys an idea of what is Photofy and how does it work. So what you should see is an app with a big orange P on it. And when you open it up, you'll be able to see a menu of sorts with 6 different boxes that allow you to click through templates. And so I'm going to walk you through both some videos that we have from Remax that share how to, because I think they do an excellent job, and then actually have you guys create some custom content as you go through this so that you get firsthand experience, because I want to transfer it from an external knowledge to an internal knowledge where you feel comfortable logging in, using it every day, and being able to put out really cool content that is comfortable, it's easy, and even if you're not tech savvy, this really makes it possible for you to create an online presence that is really compelling. So with that, you should have downloaded the app, and hopefully you'll see it on your phone. You can also, depending on what you're using, whether it's Google Play or the App Store on Apple, you can just search for Photofy and find it that way. I do find that it's easier to not download the main one because you do need the Remax branded app. And so again, if you haven't done it yet, you can go into the products and support in Remax. And if you need to, you can even do a quick search and you'll be able to find it and pull it up. So with that, we're going to open up the Photofy app on your phone, and it should look something like this, where you start to see your blue screen branded to Remax with all of your tiles that you can choose. Okay. The fun thing about Photofy is it gives you a bunch of different options. So you have the ability to create custom artwork, or you can use templates that they've already preloaded for you, and they've got hundreds of them. So again, it makes it really, really easy for you guys to go through and do this. One of the things I want to talk to you guys about first is how to do Zoom backgrounds. We are all on these Zoom training meetings a ton. And I know there's a few backgrounds that are already in Zoom, and it tends to be the same things that you see over and over and over again with people. I want to teach you how to create a background that speaks to who you are. If you guys will notice, I've got my own custom background, again, created through this Photofy app. And what you can do is, again, customize information. So if you'll look up in my screen, you can see it's got my name, my contact information, and that's all a part of helping make it really a positive professional experience, especially if you're doing things like consultations online with prospective buyers or sellers. So with that in mind, I'm going to play this video and allow you guys to get a feel for what this is about, and then we'll walk through it so that you guys can create your own, okay?
50% are connecting them with for what purpose? So they're going to have, I don't think that makes, I don't think that's what Yeah, I'm not sure that we. Yeah. Or am lagged. Okay, so I got 20.
Okay, so as you guys can see, there's about 4 steps, and I'm going to walk you through it because I want you guys to be able to take a moment and create your own. And so with this, give me a second, what we're going to do is start with, again, the image. Let me stop the share for a second. That way you guys can see. I'm going to also make sure that I'm changing mine so that you guys can see me. Give me a second. I'm going to turn off my video background, and that way you'll be able to see my phone as I share with you. Okay. All right, now you get to see what the real world looks like in my home office. So here we go. So we're going to start again with Photofy. And again, just open up the app. You're going to see your 6 boxes, okay? The first thing that I'm going to have you do, because it's easiest, is on the left. I'm going to have you click on templates, and you should see a new screen pop up. Don't worry about all the things that are on there right now. What we want to do is have you click on the top where it says Zoom backgrounds. Once you've clicked on Zoom backgrounds, your app will update and you'll be able to see certain backgrounds that can now be customized to you. Again, as you look at this, you're going to see there's a bunch of them in there, which is awesome because, again, you can choose backgrounds that are suited to your personality or to your color scheme that you want. Some are really soft, some are really sharp and bright, some are outdoor settings, there's some that are indoor settings. So you should be able to see quite a few different options. What I want you to do is just scroll through those for a minute and pick one that you like. Then we'll start with customizing it. Everybody, when you're done, give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. We're getting there. I love it. All right, so I'm going to choose one that that I like. This, to me, this house kind of looks very southwestern, so I'm going to start with it, and we're going to go ahead and move it in here. So I've got my template picked. I'm going to now tap to add a photo. And again, you can scroll through and add whatever photo you want. There are some that are specific to houses. And then the beautiful thing is, in addition to the standard photos that are on here, you can also utilize any photo you want from your own custom camera roll or albums. So if you've sold a house recently and you've got a great photo from that house that you want to share, you can then put it in this Photofy and you have the ability to then customize it. It's a really neat, if you've got especially professional photography that's been provided for you, it's a really neat way to make sure that you are using stuff that you have as images you're allowed to use. And if you don't want to do that, again, go back to stock photos and just use any photo you want, that's about a house. The stock photos are about, there's, gosh, almost, one that I found just because I think it's pretty, and it's like, it feels like donuts. So you guys will see this when we get it. This is kind of a tacked in for at the bottom, and then it's going to include.
I, I think you're cutting out, Christy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you, Ling, are
Okay.
you experiencing? You're cutting, your, yeah, your video's cutting out and freezing.
Mm-hmm. Phrasing again.
Mm-hmm. She's frozen.
No.
Yeah.
Looking down.
Okay. Okay. All right, let me try again. I can get back to this. Give me just a second. Okay, can you hear me now? Is that good?
We
We
can
can hear you.
This is still freezing.
Your
Yeah.
face is frozen, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I don't have, I have a an internet connectivity issue here, or if there's something else going on. I can reboot, but
Let's see if she pops back in.
Yeah.
or something right
Oh, here she is.
now. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, better?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, sorry about that. Never had that challenge happen before, but there's a first time for everything, so we'll get through it. So how many of you guys have got your templates picked? Have you already got one done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you good with the template, or do you want to add text or filters or other fun stuff? For right now, we good just to stick with the basic template?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. I don't want to go too deep. So what you're going to do then is hit the done in the upper right corner. And once you've done that, you have an option that pops up to allow you to create some or to send the image somewhere. So with that in mind, there are options on different phones. I don't know what kind of phones you guys have. In my particular phone, it creates a Photofy album, and I'm able to actually access all of my Photofy documents in that album. So it's a really helpful thing as I go into my photos, that I can look at all the items that I have in my Photofy album. And anything that I've just created, I then have the ability to very quickly and easily reshare. So as you'll see, this is in my album, and now I've got my Photofy image. From there, I can then again either save it to my desktop computer, or in this case, I can also email it to myself. I can airdrop it if you're with an iPhone. There's a lot of different options, but what I want you guys to do is find a way to save that. And then I want you to go into your screen, and on the bottom left where it says stop video, you're going to click the little up arrow and click choose virtual background. From there, you're going to hit the little plus button, and you can add an image. You can also add video, which is fun. We'll get to that maybe later if we have time. But I want you to go to wherever you saved it on your computer. This is now going to be my new one. And you can see right there now, I have a lovely outdoor patio and it's fully branded. It has my name, my brokerage, and my contact information. So if I'm creating a presentation or if I'm speaking with a buyer or seller, it's a great way for them to be able to take down my information, or again, just to keep my name top of mind. So I'm gonna wait and see if you guys get yours, because I wanna see these lovely creations.
Mine's linked to yours, so I don't know if it'll work off of my phone.
Okay. You can try it. If it doesn't work, just
I just don't want to
I
mess
just,
up on your end.
yeah. Oh, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I just want to make sure each of you has gotten through the entire process of being able to copy the image you just created from the app onto your computer, and then that you're comfortable in the Zoom settings to go and add a virtual background so that you have it. So I want to give plenty of time to get through this because I think it's really important for you guys to have at least one created. And then the fun thing is you can go back and do this a few more times to create some different images. And I'll show you some of the images I currently have just so that you guys can see the options. And again, it's up to you if you want to use those.
Not sure my background, my Zoom background is working.
Okay.
Hello?
I got how to
Okay.
use it, but it won't.
It won't switch because you're not logged in as you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got
And
you.
that's okay. As long as you got it. So what you can do is then, of course, under your own account, when you're not logged in as me, you have the ability to then make that change. And you can create some other ones. How you doing, James? Were you able to create one?
No, I had to step away. Sorry. I had
Okay.
issues.
Okay.
But you lost
All
me
right.
you lost me on that app. Sorry. It brought me to credit card information, and I'm not doing that. So
Yeah, there shouldn't be. It should be free for 90 days, but yeah, it's the app itself is $4 a month, and so that's the discounted rate through Remax after the free trial. Okay, so
I think there's there's something wrong with my background. If you can see, it's not showing for some reason. I don't know.
I can see. That's very unusual. All right. So we're going to move on to marketing pieces because I really want to give you guys an idea of what this can create from a marketing standpoint. This is a more functional piece because we're obviously spending a lot of time on Zoom, but more importantly, I think it's really important for you guys to get an idea of what you can create from a marketing standpoint. So in this app, again, we're going to go back into templates, and there's a couple different templates. There's a regular photo template, and then there's a video template. I'm going to have you go in the regular photo template. And what you'll notice is that they have a nice scrolling bar across the top. So once again, I'm going to turn mine on none, because if I have it on no background, you'll be able to see my cell screen when I am showing that to you. But you'll see this screen come up with all these different options for different things. So there's a couple of things that I want to share with you guys as far as how you can actually create some wonderful content that will help you as you grow your business. So the first one is you've got a lovely home anniversary notice. And for those of you that once you are in business and building, you know, a quality business, a home anniversary is a really important thing. And yet, funny enough, most agents will not take the time to actually remember people on their anniversary. So I would encourage you guys, this is just a tip that I do. When we have a closing, what we do is I add it to my calendar. And I set it for the entire day. So it's not an appointment, but it's on my calendar. And I set it to recur every year on that date, so that every year on that date, I have that client's name and their home address. And then I generally put the close of escrow. So I'll put COE and you know, 9/23/2020. That way I know which anniversary it is every year, year after year. And it gives me an opportunity to touch base with those clients and keep in contact, which is really important, right? We all need to have constant contact with the people that we serve in order to get the repeat and the referral business that we want. And these are the soft touches that show we care, because it's not about an ask. It's just about checking in and seeing how they're still enjoying their home. Is there any services that they need that we could provide a recommendation for? What did they do this last year that really made a difference for their family? Maybe what's their best memory that they've had in their home so far? Those are the fun things that can be created. So when you have this template, the beautiful thing is it's already custom created for you. So you don't have to do anything other than click on it. And then you can download it. And what I will generally do is text it. I'm sorry, what?
Which section are you in? Photos and collages or artwork? Which
Nope,
one?
just templates.
Oh, okay.
So, yep. So if you just go to templates, it will give you a bunch of options. I'm just going to walk you through some of the options you guys have, because I want you to be able to look at how can we use this in ways that maybe would create quick and easy marketing materials, and I wouldn't have to spend any time on it. Okay. You will also see under the templates that you have the option to create all sorts of specific holiday notices. So again, for your purposes, one of the things that I would have you do right now is go ahead and click on, so if you scroll the black bar across the top and go to holidays, you have the ability to pull up all of these holiday things. These are all pre-done for you and they're branded to you. So once you have them done, it's very easy to go ahead and send them out on a given day or the day before. And if you want to get really personal, you can even do individual messages rather than post to social media. But this allows you to create your social media content that is branded to you without any effort. You can see that I click on templates, I click on holiday, I pick which image I want, and I'm done. It's literally 3 steps, and I have an image ready to be marketed. The wonderful thing about creating these images is we can also, of course, go about making the scheduled posts happen at a later date. And there's a quick and easy way to do that. But what I really love about that is that you guys have the ability to schedule your social media content as you need to. So that's a really, really cool thing. The other thing that you will see under the templates, and again, there's a lot in here, so I don't want to go through all of it, but I do want to give you some ideas of what you can do. But they also have they also have listing content. So I don't know about you, but the one thing that I struggle with in social media, not only is the professional content development, because I want it to look top notch, but I'm not a graphic artist or graphic designer, right? But secondly, I want to make sure that there's a consistency to the content that I'm putting out, that it's branded to me and that it looks very professional. And then also I want to make sure that it is created in a way that actually works with all the different platforms. As you know, whether it's a Facebook header or it's an Instagram post, they are all very different sizes. And the one thing that Photofy does exceptionally well is it recalibrates every design to the right size for the post. So if I go in here and I'm now looking at listing posts, so let's say I want to market a listing of mine, whether it's a new listing, whether it's an open house, whether it's you know, anything else that you want it to be. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and choose this template. And what this one says is this house could be yours. Okay. You'll see that there's a few photo boxes. I love the ones with photos because it allows me to create a draw, right? If I'm going to do an ad, it allows me to create a draw. So I'm going to pick my images from my photo album, and you guys will be able to see what this looks like. So if I have a kitchen, a bathroom, let's do a living room, and there we go. And so with the tap of 4 buttons, because I picked the pictures, now I've got a fully done ad that shows this house. From there, again, I'm just going to click done unless I want to make additional edits. And you can do as many edits as you want, But for me, I want to keep it clean. And for now, I just want to use the templates and not make it too complicated. But I'm going to click done and download this. Once I've downloaded this image, I have the ability to leverage it in a multitude of ways, right? I can post it directly through social media. I can also text it to someone who maybe I know is looking in the area for a house like that, if I've got buyers that are actively looking, and say, let me know if you're interested in scheduling a preview. I can send this out to agents when we run a MLS match and we actually download the reverse prospecting report. It's a great way to send out to other agents and market the listing. And then of course, lastly, you can use this for paid advertising. So if you want to leverage this through one of our approved suppliers like AdWorks or Megaphone, you can utilize those tools for paid ads. Or again, if you are comfortable with learning how to use Google Analytics and Google Ads or Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you can do it yourself because you've now got the pre-created content that you need to put out and actually pay to connect with the target demographic. So this gives you the ad content in about, again, 4 steps. And then you've got something very professional to put out and advertise. And I will tell you, I'm getting some good traction right now with doing paid advertising on certain listings that we have. It's a wonderful way not only to create brand awareness, which is what AdWorks is really good at, or to create leads, which is what Megaphone is really geared towards. And so depending on how you want to use these creations, you can do that. Again, I just want to make sure you guys are aware this is in your pocket. Literally standing in line waiting at the dry cleaner to drop off something, you can create an ad in about 30 seconds. And it allows you to promote yourself and create really good content on the go so that it's really, really easy for you. Once you've created an ad or anything, you'll see at the bottom, if maybe you can see, let me see if I can get it to do it. You can see that it has all the links right here where you can post it. So if you want to automatically just send this right over to somewhere, you can click on the link and it will automatically take you to that platform. Create the picture image for this, and then you just type in the note or the content or the call to action that you want to add. And all of a sudden you've created real estate content on the go. Let me show you one other one that is pretty cool. And I love this because it gives you the opportunity to really make a professional splash in, again, in your brand. So the other template I want to touch on real quick are the video templates. And again, you're just going to click on that video template. Same thing, you're going to get a bunch of different options that come up. So you can choose whatever color, whatever theme, whatever whatever thing you want. But this is one that I love. It's a happy birthday. And let me see if I can get this to work on the screen. But you can see it's a happy birthday. It's simply got my brand and it's got a quick link. So if I tap on this and I go to the videos that are stored on my phone, I can include this video. And all of a sudden I've got, so this is a video that was just on my phone because I was taking this for someone else at a showing that they wanted to see what that was like. But you can see, can you imagine the power of taking 5 seconds to record a video that says, happy birthday, Sam. I hope you have a day that is just full of joy and that you have a great year. And you send that with your Remax branding. You've now created a very custom, personalized, professional marketing piece. And it's not meant to be marketing over the top marketing. It's meant to be a message that someone knows you took the time to create. And because it's video, it's going to have a much greater impact than a picture of a birthday cake, right? Or a HBD that you might get on a on a wall somewhere. To be able to text something like this to someone and have it be personalized is going to stand out compared to all the other messaging that they might receive on a day like that. And our goal is to begin to create an impression that really is an incredible top of mind experience. We don't want to just have generic things go out that everybody else does. We want to do things that are a little bit better than average so that we can, again, maintain a standing with people. There are also video templates in here that are very basic, but here's another one. Again, you just have the ability to see that it's got your contact information and a video. So this is a generic one. It could be a video about anything. But again, if you want to post that in a social media space, you have the ability to do it with your branding already included. And that's really powerful when you're doing something like a business tip of the week, or how we overcame an objection, or maybe what solution you came up with for a real estate challenge. And there are lots of those opportunities to train, to educate, to show your value. And you can do it consistently by creating just a little video template that you record, something that says, here's what we ran across today. You know, as those that become really savvy and start to create content that allows for people to remember who they are, you may even consider choosing a different template for different types of marketing. And the reason being that people will start to recognize that template for what it is. So if your template for your business tip of the week is always this red one, when you post this on social media, they're going to know that they can expect to receive a really cool business tip, right? If you use the blue one to post something funny you see in real estate, and every time you're out at a showing, if you see something crazy or kooky or really off or funny, you know, some decor that's just awful, or someone who, you know, put a lockbox on the front porch instead of hanging it on the doorknob. These kinds of things happen, right? Real estate. Those are the opportunities where you can grab a quick video, and all of a sudden you've got a you know, a bunch like that you can pull from your files. And every month maybe you create one of these video templates and just share it out and say, here's the funny for the month, the crazy things we come across in real estate, you know. And you create a public perception of someone who's active, someone who's doing great work, someone who's identifying things that can be done better. And again, it just keeps you top of mind with your sphere of influence, but it's not the pushy sales and marketing stuff that people are used to seeing. Any questions so far on templates and ideas for the templates? No? Okay. There are, as I mentioned, there's a ton of stuff in here. I didn't have a chance to go through all of it, but one other thing that I thought would be fun, I want to show you how to create a GIF. There are a lot of, again, like video, it's become a fun thing that people look forward to. And as you know, we all have the Remax stickers at our use, and they're a lot of fun if we learn how to use them. And so what I wanted to do was take a moment to really walk you guys through how to very quickly create a GIF from the Photofy and use it to, I'll say, upgrade the marketing, so that again, it's just not a static picture with a branded image, but it's something fun. And again, because it's movement, it catches people's eye, right? When you're on a wall and you're looking through your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed, when you catch something that's moving, it just stands out more. And so this gives you guys the opportunity to create your own GIFs so that you can post those and have some fun with it. So without further ado, I'm going to screen share one more time, show you what we're going to do. And I'm going to play this so that you guys can see what it's like.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little confused with the instructions here. Morning, Nayland Quattro, executive 1449. Yep. now if you do a show interface status, you should see you're in config mode. Yeah, and we'll see if 49 shows up as. There it is, 49/1234.
So here's the fun part, and this is where I go back to some ideas, because I want this to be something that you guys can utilize every day. It's the kind of thing that you can take advantage of. Obviously, there are great ways for you to you know, use it when there's a closing or when you go under contract. Those seem like the obvious. But I wanted to share with you a couple of ideas on how you can use that to create an impression outside of those opportunities. Certainly, it's a lot of fun to take what I call my happy client photos. And so I will often ask if it's okay if I get closing photos the day of closing in front of the house with my clients. And I try and keep a file of those pictures so that I can use them for marketing. But more fun, it's fun to use something like that to send them back something that announces their new home. So as in that image, I would maybe take the one that I have, and I would do a picture of my clients that show them really being, I'll say, happy in that moment where they get the keys to their new home. So I'll show you an example, and this is just one way that you guys can use this. So here's my happy client picture, right? So I've got two lovely young people who have now just bought their home. They closed on it this last week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and add the artwork. Just like she mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and quickly add in the signpost picture, because I think something about us being able to create the moment and make it look like we have done our job is really important. So you'll see I've added my signpost, and because of that, it's now got my name, my information, and it looks like it was right there in the side of the yard, okay? And so I'm going to add then back my custom artwork. And for this one, I'm going to take out a couple of things because I want to make sure that this isn't too big, but I'm going to go back, I'm going to apply that. Then I'm going to go back to my artwork and to my gifts, and I'm going to add I'll just add the home at last, the same one that they did. I think it's a great one, and it's a fun way for our clients to celebrate. So again, lots of ways that you can okay. You can also, again, you can use your fingers to expand, contract, move things, whatever you want. But you can see now I've got this animated GIF that I can send to them. And what I will do if I don't, especially if I don't include the yard sign, is I'll send this to them, and I will send them a reminder after the closing and say, here's a picture of you in front of your home. Don't forget to text your updated address to your favorite contacts. This is just a reminder so that everybody you know in your sphere of influence has your new address, right? That's one of the things that people have to do that we often forget to help them with. And now we've given them an opportunity to do that, because not only can I add the yard sign, which in this case I'm actually going to cancel out, but I can add the text. So if I want to add a text at the bottom, I'm going to click on text. I'm going to type in their address. And I'm going to make sure. Okay, here we go. All right, perfect. So I'm going to add this down here. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. So now what I've done is in the bottom corner, I've added our new address, and I put it in here for them. And what they can then do is text that out to their family, their friends, anyone that they want to share it with that gives the new address. Obviously, that's not one that they're probably going to post on social media if they're concerned about any kind of privacy, but it's a wonderful way for them to send an announcement, right? And it creates something of value that we've just handed to them that they wouldn't have been able to create for themselves as easily. So it's a really wonderful way for you to go that extra mile and just create, again, an experience for a client that is just very different, but fun and engaging. And it gives them something that they can then use to share. So I will text that to them and say, go ahead and let everybody know that you want to know your new address. In addition, I will say another way that you can use this, which is really, really cute, is to create an impression after you've done a listing appointment. So we all have that moment where we're wanting to make sure we create a really positive impression with someone we just did a listing appointment with, especially if we're competing for that listing, if they're interviewing multiple agents. And that happens quite a bit, right? So one of the things you can do is, instead of doing the new home address, you can absolutely come into Photofy and create a listing marketing piece in this, gosh, probably what, 30 seconds. So one of the things I will do is, after I've come up to the listing before I walk in, or if I need to after I've left, I will snap a quick photo of the front of the house. And at the end of that, when I'm done, as a thank you, I will immediately go into my my marketing. I'll grab the listing, and by scrolling through the templates to active listings, I will put a wonderful marketing piece together, like I just did for the other one. And so, for instance, I will grab this. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, and I'll take something like this that shows just listed with their picture of their house on it, and I will text that to them and say, thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview and work for you. It will be my pleasure to market your home. And instead of a very traditional, boring listing appointment, within 5 minutes of our conclusion, they've already gotten an example of a marketing piece that I can create for them, giving custom content to the world. And that is a whole lot different than what most agents will do as they do a presentation, because this shows them my capabilities, even from as quick as a 5-minute exit. All of a sudden, I've created a very positive impression that I can do a great amount of marketing for them in a way that's unique, right? So it's a really great competitive advantage you have when looking at listings, is to just create that content as soon as you leave the house, and then go back and circle around to sending them a text or a thank you email with that marketing piece already included, and say, this is just a small sample of one of the things we do to get your home recognized. And you know, when we're able to get going for you, we're going to create a lot more to expose your home as far and wide as possible. And instead of just saying it, you've now demonstrated that you have the capability to create very professional looking marketing materials. So any questions on that, on Photofy? Is that helpful to see kind of how the templates can be used and what you can do with them, how quick and easy it is to tap and insert pictures? Okay. You guys are always on mute, so it's a little bit difficult to have this dialogue if I don't know what you're thinking.
I
I'll
used
leave it
it
open.
before, but I never thought about using it for the listing appointment. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah. You know, again, if I had more time, I would probably go through a lot of the different usage for this, because there's just, I mean, creativity is endless, right? The moment we have a tool in our hands, we can find a lot of ways to really maximize its impact. And you know, my goal in showing you just 3 of the functions of this with the template and the video and the Zoom background is just to enable you to start exploring what's in the app and to realize it's very easy to use. If you only work on creating 2 or 3 of these pieces, you're now equipped to do more than most agents, quite frankly. And what I want to do is make sure that you guys get comfortable with using it. And then as we get into more advanced classes, we can talk about how do I leverage the artwork? How do I handle the gifts? How do I make a positive impression in a lot of other ways besides things like birthdays, holidays, listing meetings, closings. You know, the traditional stuff is fine. I love when we get the opportunity to market an open house or something that just closed, or congratulations to a new buyer on social media, because those are the moments we love to celebrate. But I think we get to also really tap into our creativity and leverage these tools for other things that make a difference. And those impressions are what go towards us getting those 5-star reviews, right? Any other questions, other things you guys would want to know or explore about it? No, we're good? Okay. Well, with that, I will let you go and explore this tool. Again, I encourage all of you. It is phenomenal. And for the less than 30 seconds it takes to create something and push it out. I have done it many times while I'm standing in line. I've done it many times standing in front of a listing or right after a closing, and just done it right before I jump in my car and leave. You know, I've done stuff at title companies while we're waiting for the signing appointment, just start creating something. So as soon as everything's recorded, I've already got the marketing materials in my Photofy album, and I can shoot that text or email or social post out. It's just a wonderful tool, and it saves me so much time not having to format or design things or figure out you know, dimensions for, again, the different social platforms. So I hope you will take some time to play with that this week. I would encourage all of you, and my challenge to all of you is to go create 3 different marketing pieces. I would encourage you to create a personal promotion piece, something that says something about you, what you love about what you do. I would encourage you to create a piece that speaks to a buyer, whether that's a buyer you're actively working with or a buyer that maybe you're wanting to attract. I would certainly create something for that. And again, these pieces can be used over and over again, or you can go back in and edit them if you need to. So don't be afraid to create a lot of great content. And then the third one would be to a seller, someone that you maybe are looking to list with as a thank you, someone that you have already worked with. And if it is someone who sold with you and it's a past client, create a fun piece about their sale anniversary or where they're going, or again, maybe one of those happy birthday notices, just so that you've got that done. It's a lot of fun to play with. And I know I am just tapping into its possibility, but I'm super excited about what things I've been able to do already. And if you're really comfortable and want to push the envelope, I would encourage you to use one of those video templates and make someone stay. It's really neat to see what happens when you get the feedback from someone who was impressed by the fact that you took a moment to record a video and that you, of course, framed it in a professional way. So I would encourage you guys to explore those and let me know what kind of feedback you get. I'd love to hear what happens after you use it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.